Joe, and in this video we're going to talk about how to make 2020 your best year ever. It's going to be a step-by-step guide, and the first step is to set goals. Now, I know a lot of people, they think it's cool to be like, I don't set New Year's resolutions, they're cheesy, no one ever sticks to them. Fair enough. Well, set your goals now then. Start now. Don't make it a New Year's resolution, you've got 2 weeks of the year left. When you've got something to aim for, and it's written down and it's tangible, it's much easier to stay on that path, because you know the path is leading somewhere. Now, how do we set goals? An exercise which I think is really, really useful, and it was the very final one on our 4 weeks to Unstoppable Confidence course, is to answer the question, what 5 things would you do if you weren't afraid? Okay, answer this question for yourself. I'll probably link to like some instructions for this. That's going to help you set some really ambitious goals, and then the sky's the limit. I'm sure you like aim for the stars and you'll at least land on the moon or something. So definitely with goals, like aim big. Okay, step 2. Let's find your why. So we're focusing on, obviously with our audience here, we're focusing on perhaps like a goal of like getting an awesome bomb-ass girlfriend in the next year. But these steps, they will work for any whatever goals you want to set. Financial goals, professional goals, personal goals. If a why is driven by like, I don't want to feel like this right now, I don't want to feel like this when I'm older, then although that's negative, like it's often like the fear is a really, really good motivator. Believe it's possible. Find like an inspiration or a mentor or a coach or whatever you want to call it, someone who has come from your position and achieve what you want to achieve. Now, it's really easy for people who don't want to do the hard work with whatever goal to like say, oh, it's just not possible for someone like me. Okay, so the best way to get around this excuse is to find someone like you who has fucking done what you want to do in these circumstances, or in like even more difficult circumstances. And then here's the thing, especially in business, definitely in pickup, in fitness, all industries, these experts that you're going to look up to, most of them have written like a book, or they have a YouTube channel or a blog explaining exactly how they did it. So your step 3 is to find someone like you trust, someone who's achieved what you want to do. Find out how they did it, and then just commit to believing that this is the way. And then step 4 is just to go out and do it, right? As soon as possible. A lot of people fall into the trap of like reading about it for way too long. Don't do that, okay? Or I'll do it when I have so and so amount of money. I'll do it when I've stopped fucking education. No, just do it now. Just get started now. Look, with whatever you can, just get started as soon as possible. Okay? And accept that you're gonna be shit. Like, oh, this is like the price of entry, is to embarrass yourself as a beginner. Next step is to learn from your mistakes. Right? Write down 3 things that you did well, and 3 things that you want to improve on. Okay? It's important to do both of these. You write down 3 things that you did well, because this gives you, it stops you like feeling terrible at yourself and that you suck and that you can't continue and that it's not for you, because there are things that you are doing well, okay? So you're not completely terrible. Your 3 things that you can improve on, just gives you the motivation to go again tomorrow, because you know what you need to improve. So there is a possibility that if you do improve these things, the result will be different to the previous day, right? If you just keep going out again and again and again and failing again and again and again, you don't identify what you need to improve, well, you're just going to get frustrated and give up, and that you suck. I suck. I don't know why I suck, so I'm going to give up. Right? Now what happens if you do this every single day or every couple of days or, you know, consistently, right? You go out, you do the thing, you identify what you need to improve, you read up on how to improve these things, we'll go into that in a second, and then you go out and you improve. So then every single time you go out, you improve, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, okay? You're just gonna get better and better and better and better, right? And you're gonna notice that, and that's gonna inspire you and motivate you to keep going out, right? Like when you notice your improvements, this is what motivates you to keep going, because you feel good when you see that you're improving, right? This is why you write down the 3 things that you did well. Right. And that's pretty much there. The last tip is if you don't know what you need to improve, then you get a coach, right? The world's best athletes have a coach. Tiger Woods has a coach for his swing. LeBron James has several coaches for each area of basketball. But then us average Joes, we feel like we can just figure it all out on our own, right? Use a coach. Your coach will tell you what you need to improve on and how. So you don't need to go like digging around in the dark trying to work it out for yourself. Okay? It's possible to dig around and just work it out and use like articles and things like this. But it's going to slow down your progress, right? If you use someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve, like I said, most of them have like books, YouTube channels, blogs, but also many of them also offer like private coaching services, and that's your basic structure for making 2020 the best year yet. All right, it's deciding what you want to do, finding your why to motivate you to keep going, finding someone who has already done what you want to achieve, committing to their process because they've probably written about it or made a YouTube about it somewhere. Okay, consistency. Consistently looking for where you need to improve, finding out how to improve, adding those improvements when you go out again and again and again and again. And if you can, I would highly recommend getting a coach to help you. There is your structure. I really hope you guys implement that this year. We're going to be here, of course, in the Facebook group with guidance along the way. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll speak to you real soon. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you will love 4 weeks to unstoppable confidence. This is our 28-day challenge, which will transform you into the most assertive, courageous, and charismatic version of yourself. You can access the ebook, paperback, and video course at 4weekconfidence.com.